Alright, this video is titled Derivative of Artistical Inspiration. So I already had this plan, but like how a dog smells in layers, he can smell one thing and then he can smell something else and he can smell something else, all separate things. You can smell them all separately. You have to listen to like how I teach, like in layers. So you have to listen to that, listen to that, listen to that, and then it'll all get summed up. You can sum it up yourself. I'll sum it up at the end, but that's how like I kind of teach. I teach in different things. So this video is titled Derivative of Artistical Inspiration. I try to keep it around 6 minutes. Maybe it might go into 7. It might stay around 5. Who knows? Alright, so there's 2 layers to this, to where it comes from. It comes from the inner child, is where you've heard it plenty of times before. Artistical inspiration is derived from your inner child. The reason some people have such a hard time accessing that is because the world is chaotic, and in all honesty, the inner child is like just stashed away. Like it usually happens early in childhood, through many of the anger, hurt, and fear that's attributed with childhood experiences. So usually that's where, as soon as that happens, that's when your creativity and a lot of your joy and even self-esteem is usually cast the way it happens in childhood. And that's when what I like to call your guardian comes out. That's when like you begin to become your own guardian. The second you become your own guardian, that's when you begin to lose your childhood expression. Like even if your parents are still taking care of you and stuff, like before you're 18 and all that, when you become your own guardian, you realize they're not gonna be there for you and stuff. That's when you kind of get out that creative field, and that's when you become the protector of your inner child. So we're gonna go on to the protector of your inner child a little bit, because being the protector of your inner child is how you get that how you free your inner child. Because once you're becoming the guardian of your inner child is locked away. So you have to do the right steps to protect your inner child. Like I said, trauma is held in memory and emotional centers. So like this is all types of trauma from beats, getting beat, trauma from getting hit, trauma from you getting your feelings hurt, breakups, all that. It's not held in your muscles and all that, or none of your bones. It's held in your memory and your emotional centers. I forgot, like your hippocampus and stuff like that. So that's where it's held. But so let's get to it. In order to unlock that inner child, the protector, you have to secure yourself in this chaotic world. You have to find security in the chaotic world in order for you to release your inner child. You have to find security within yourself. So you just got to find a way to heal that trauma. Like I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not nobody's therapist or nothing. I would never give you like advice on like healing your trauma and stuff or whatever you're going through, because we all go through different things. But basically, in order for you to, like I said, I'm gonna say this again, like you have to be the protector of your inner child if you want your inner child to blossom. So you have to build yourself into like, basically like you have to walk side by side. You have to be like a Mortal Kombat character for your inner child. Like you can't, all that stuff, like if you ever would like to really get into your artistic expression, you have to protect your inner child. Same way like our body is like a vessel, nothing but a vessel. You have to be that vessel you have to be that protective for your inner child. So like you have to rise above, like you have to put yourself on that playing field, on that chessboard, and you have to be ready to make that move. Like that's all it is like, it don't have to be you have to be the biggest and the baddest or nothing like that. You have to be capable, but like it's really just about like being secure in yourself. You have to be secure in yourself. So just find ways to be secure in yourself. Now let's get more into that inner child. The childlike, usually hidden part of a person's personality that is characterized by playfulness, spontaneity, and creativity. It, like I said, it's usually accompanied by anger, hurt, and fear. Artistical expression can be brought out when the inner child is protected, secured, and covered by the guardian. So you are that guardian. It's gonna be a quick video, but when covered by that guardian. So if like the parents weren't, for whatever reason, they were trying to make sure you had food, you had a roof over your head at night. If for every reason they was trying to do that and they couldn't worry about your emotions too much, you have to be in charge of your emotions. It starts really now. You have to be the one in charge of your emotional and mental base. And this is for like creativity, but creativity is like just a small fraction of like the benefits of life. This is more for artistical inspiration, but this can't just be a clear your head video. You have to heal that trauma. And then just to go into the word, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chastiseth him betimes. That may sound irrelevant, but he that loveth his child beats, like, it's he that spareth the rod hateth his son. So like, as a child, like, you will be chastised, you will be disciplined, and they used to just throw stones at people for every sin. But you won't know, like, people believe in karma, but you won't know how God tries to get your attention. God, he heals all through Jesus, and like, so like, you won't know how he tries to heal those wounds. Like how it says in Job, he bandages but he binds up. So that's pretty much it. You got to heal your inner child in order to get your full artistical inspiration. And that starts with being secure in yourself. So just go from there. And then just get your confidence. And let's get to it. Have a blessed Monday. Let's get to work.